When you think of World War II heroes, names like Churchill, Roosevelt, and Eisenhower probably spring to mind, but what about the lesser-known soldiers who fought on the front lines? One such soldier was Charles Durning, an American infantryman who stormed the beaches of Normandy on D-Day, and like many of his fellow soldiers, Durning wasn't fighting for glory or national pride. He was just a kid from Highland Falls, New York, a poor Irish Catholic boy whose father had a band in the family and whose mother had died when he was just 14. At 18, he enlisted in the U.S. Army, hoping to make something of himself. Within a year, he was part of the Allied invasion of Europe, an assault that would change the course of World War II and leave its mark on history forever. On June 6, 1944, Durning and his comrades waded ashore near Omaha Beach, facing a withering storm of bullets from German machine guns. He survived the initial onslaught, but was soon wounded by shrapnel from an exploding mortar. Despite his injuries, he pressed inland with his unit, taking part in some of the most intense fighting of the war, including the Battle of the Bulge. According to Durning, he was nearly killed again in December 1944 when he was allegedly stabbed 8 times in hand-to-hand combat. But he survived the ordeal and continued to fight until the end of the war. In all, he was awarded a Silver Star, a Bronze Star, 3 Purple Hearts, and the Combat Infantryman Badge, as well as France's highest honor, the Legion of Honor. But despite his valor, his name was virtually unknown outside the military until after the war. In fact, when he returned home, he struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder and survivor's guilt. Trying to put his wartime experiences behind him, he discovered acting and built a legendary career that spanned more than 6 decades. He appeared in more than 100 films and TV shows, including The Sting, Tootsie, Dog Day Afternoon, The Muppet Movie, and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He won a Tony Award, a Golden Globe, and was nominated for 2 Oscars and 4 Emmys. But even as his fame grew, details of his military service remained murky. Much of his important paperwork was lost, leaving large gaps in the official story of his heroism. He was at Omaha Beach on D-Day, but his name isn't on the official roster of American troops who stormed the beaches that day. And while his medals tell of his valor, they don't provide the full account of his harrowing experiences. It wasn't until 2012, when he was inducted into the National D-Day Memorial, that his story was finally given its due. He was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery, not just as a legendary actor, but as one of the many unsung heroes of World War II. This is the host. And to learn more about D-Day and other pivotal moments in history, subscribe for more information.